My name is Cesar Coll, and this is why I think I would be a great product owner at StepStone. A couple of years after graduating as a systems engineer, I got together with a friend to form a software company. I had the opportunity then to lead a team of 4 people. Everything went well except for one thing. We didn't listen to the market. We developed the product we wanted and not the product that our customers needed. So, when reality struck, I decided to go back to school and study a master's degree in global marketing. That experience completely changed the way I think. From then on, every time I come across a new idea for a feature, I ask myself, how many people will this benefit and how much? If the product of these 2 things isn't big enough, it probably means that there are better ways to invest our time. One way to measure this value is by conducting micro-experiments. For example, we could make it so that one half of the users see the join button at the left and the other half of the users to the right. If it turns out that users click more the button on the right, then it stays on the right. Of course, users are just one part of the puzzle. In order to deliver the best solution, we have to consider also the competition, our possible allies, and the current state of our product. Let's take a look, for example, at the StepStone website. There are basically 2 types of users: employers posting jobs and applicants looking for jobs. I've actually been on both sides of that equation. So for this exercise, I'm going to commit the sin of using myself as a user sample. The process of matching a candidate to a job goes like this. An employer redacts a description of what the position requires. Applicants then read that description and try to redact a cover letter and CV which focuses on those very points. Since this is a manual process, they would probably miss some of them. Then the employer gets these documents and checks manually whether they meet every requirement. Again, this is a manual process, so it's very likely that they'll miss some of them. Now, what if there was a systematic way to link those 2 sets of skills to avoid all this hassle? LinkedIn already does something similar. They have a huge list of skills which people can add as some sort of label to their CV, and it makes searching for candidates a lot easier. However, this does not help directly the process of filtering the incoming applications. Now, imagine that employers could easily design acceptance tests. So in order for you to apply, you would need to answer the required questions. At the end of the test, both parties would get a calculation of how apt is the applicant. And the good news is that we wouldn't have to write the whole thing from scratch. Take a look at what the people at Eval and Go are doing. Here I can already create questions and assign points and weight to each of them. We could partner with them and just invest on making sure that the look and feel matches that of StepStone. This idea is just in its early stages, and I time-boxed myself to 1 weekend, so I'm sure that it could be vastly improved by feedback. To be honest, I don't think anyone enjoys having one of their ideas being criticized, but most of the time, after 1 or 2 rounds of feedback, the idea stands so much stronger. Now, ideas are only valuable when our team actually realizes them, and for that you need a leader that understands deeply every area of software development. I have many years of experience working in every area of the industry, as a programmer, a tester, a teacher, a UX designer, an online marketer, and a project manager. I'm also a certified Scrum product owner, and I have worked in many agile teams. In my opinion, the best way to organize a project. When the time comes to inform the higher executives of our plans and results, we need someone who can effectively get the message across. My years of teaching gave me the confidence and skills to actually enjoy talking in front of people. However, I imagine that working at StepStone, I would also need to communicate with people at other locations. It takes a while to get used to it, but after working in teams with people in Holland, Germany, the United States, Mexico, Brazil, and India, I feel very comfortable using tools like online presentations, multi-user documents, and even animations like this one. I hope that you have liked what I've presented so far. However, if I had to leave you guys with just one strength that I believe makes me stand out, it would be that whenever I come across chaos, whether it's an obscure requirement, messy code, bad user interface, or poor team communication, I have a talent for looking at it, analyzing it, and making it, well, simple.